Hi, and welcome back to another live stream. Yes, I'm back, and I'm also back with an issue, a problem that I had. A few weeks ago, there was someone who has recommended me to use the plugin, the JE-8086. That's a clone, a virtual plugin for the JX, I think, 8000. If I want to be sure, I must look up. So I'm certainly that it's the same synth I want to talk about. Yes, the JX 8000s are the JX 8000 808, so 8080. That's the JP, excuse me. The JP 8000 are the JX 8080. That's, I think, the number that is used for the 8000. So the JX 8000 and the JP 8000. Difference between the JX and the JP is the one is a rack version, and the other one is the keyboard itself with keypad. So I thought, why not? It's a free plugin, and I'm certainly a fan of free plugins, so why not? It's for free, and there are some very nice plugins. So if I don't have that synth in my studio, I can have it in a plugin version. So I download that, and yesterday I wanted to make a comparison with the JX8P, or the plugin of the JX8P. It's a PJ8X, but it didn't work because there were so many problems with that plugin. So I want to talk about this today, which problems that I had when I wanted to download that. First, there were some issues. Then also what the problems are with the plugin itself when I want to use it in my DAW. And in this case, I'm using, like you see, Cubase. It's an older version, but even then, normally all the plugins that I had, new one and older one, works perfectly with this DAW. So that's also strange. And so I think, is this plugin, it's a free plugin, so is this worth it to have it in your DAW, or is just a free plugin with lots of issues? Are there other ones who use the same plugin with the same issues? If there is, can someone help me? And can someone knows why that plugin does that? So that's the second thing. And at last, for this video, I'm gonna give you also my honest opinion about this plugin, and also which synth that I have here can be, how do you say it? Can you compare it with? So if it does work, I want to compare that with one of my synths here. But first of all, I want to have that plugin working normally on my DAW. And if there's someone who can help me do it. So let's get started. And first of all, before we're going to start, feel free to leave, or if you have a question, just, or if you can help me, just tell it, write it in the chat, so I can, so we can help each other, of course. Or if you have your own opinion, of course, just leave it in the chat. If you have a question, also leave it to try to help that also and answer that question. And also feel free to like, of course, and subscribe to my channel. It will be helpful. Let's get started. First of all, my first problem when I want to download that plugin was that when you download that plugin, there is no software on it. So there is no operation system on it. So you must download that on the on Roland itself, the website of Roland itself. you can download that software from there. So that's the first problem. You must download the software for the plugin, the free plugin. Then after that, you can go to the website itself from Roland and download there the software. And then you must do that manually in your system, in your laptop, to copy and paste that in your system itself. That's for some people not so easy. I can work with my computer, there is no problem with that, but even then it's not just downloading and it will work. No, it wasn't so easy. So there is some work to do before you can work with that plugin, and that's not so okay. I found that's the first problem that I had. So it took me, I think, 20 minutes, maybe longer, to just download that and make it work on my computer and in my DAW. That was the first struggle that I had with this plugin. So for those who has the same plugin and work with this plugin, do you have the same struggles? Yes or no? But when it was download, okay, then it works. So if it only was that, it was that is not the big problem. So you can let that with it's not a big issue. But after then, when I want to use it, like I'm gonna demonstrate now on my Cubase. So I use that only in my Cubase and not in my Studio One. I use Cubase and Studio One as DAWs in my studio. The reason why Cubase, for years I'm working with, this one is also one that I bought, I think 10 years maybe almost. It's the Elements number 7. It works very well, it's very stable, and all the new plugins work always with this one also. So I never had an issue with this DAW, and it works also with all the plugins that you can find, the free one. So those who can buy, you can buy. On Studio One, it's difficult. I have the Studio Pro, so the plugins for the compressors and also that works perfectly on Studio One, but I cannot download the free plugins. Cannot work with that on the Studio Pro that I have. And the reason why I use Studio Pro, because I'm using my mixing table Studio Live, and it works very well with that DAW. Certainly when you're recording live, it's very interesting to have that as your DAW for your mixer. So that's also why I used before also Ableton, but I'm not so fond of Ableton. That's my opinion, of course. So to start with that, before, so like you see, I have it here on this track. Gonna start that up. You can follow me. So when you're did all that downloading and all that copy and pasting, all the maps and from the Roland website, and put it in your maps for your DAW, then it works. Then you can hear it. But the biggest issue that I had here was the moment that I want to tweak the synthesizer, I want to change the settings, it will start to how to say it will it struggle, the sound will stop or may give some distortion. You will hear it. I'm gonna start with something that I recorded before, so you can hear what it does. Let's start it. That's a patch. As you hear, it sounds okay. The sound is nice. It sounds very nice, but now gonna tweak. Now it's okay. When I go to another, I want to go out of my DAW. You see, it is playing, but it's distortion, and it's something very strange. When I'm going back, it plays. I'm gonna change some. Both key. Going back here, and it stops working again. Why? I don't know why. I never had that with any of my plugins, paid or even free plugins. In this case, it stays like that. Even when I turn that off, the same thing. It won't. Now, if I change that and I go to my free plugin that I have here, the JE-8086, it's a clone of the EXAP. So you can hear. Oh, it's panned. That's also why that's. Now, when I go out, it stays. It plays normally. No problem. I can add other patches and everything. I can work now without that. Flawless, no problem. Want to have another load a patch? I'm gonna load the patch. Load the preset. I'm gonna load. Oh no, not a preset. I'm gonna load a patch. Strange, it doesn't do that now. Before I did it also. Oh, that was all Prophet 5. Excuse me. Those are the patches. As you hear, it works perfectly. It doesn't do nothing. It's stable. And this one is also for free, so it works very well. It works very well. If I go back to that, to the JE-8086. Nice. Another patch. I'm gonna use another patch. I'm gonna use another patch. Going to my browser here. Factory patches. So this one. That's another patch. Just moving something and it will. It's not stable. Certainly not stable. When I change a waveform or something, it will always distort or stops or make some strange noise, clicks and a signal. And oh no, I don't. Sound-wise, it sounds okay. Sound-wise, it sounds very nice. So that's also a little bit disappointed that it sounds very great, really good, but I cannot use that because it's not stable. That was the second biggest problem. So the first was downloading this plugin. It was going to the plugin website and download that, then go into the Roland website, download the operation system, the OS for this synth, so it doesn't have that. So then go to your laptop and go to your folders and I'll copy paste them in the right place also. It was a struggle, always a struggle to download that. Then when you open it, you think, okay, it sounds great. You want to use it. Then it stops to play, or it makes some noise or some distortions or some, it won't play any. If you want to change your settings, it do the same thing again. It will stop. It's not okay. So why? I don't know why. If there's someone who can help me, just leave it in the comment. Please tell me in the chat if there is someone who can tell me, yes, that's a problem. Or if there's someone who uses the same plugin, do you have the same issues as I have? And was it also so hard to download that? So that's two things that I don't like about this plugin, even it's for free. Now, the third thing that I think when I open it also, first of all, when I compare it also with my gear that I have, and there are some of the JP-8000 selling here around €1,000, a little bit under and a little bit above, around €1,000 for a synth. It has only 4-octave keypad, so it's, I don't like synthesizer with 4-octave. I have one here, but 4-octave keypad that is polyphonic. So, and also I don't like the looks of it, of this synth. It's not that nice vintage look that it has, but it's a nice sounding synth, and it's also digital, so you can have that in the software. It's pretty that it doesn't work very well. And if I compare this synth with another synth here in my studio, I compare it with the Udo Super 6. It has also 4-octave keypad. It's also bitimbral. It's also has also that super saw. That's also very famous in the begin 90s when the house and trance music was in at that time, and 80s, begin the 90s was that kind of music with this synth was very famous of. So the looks and also the way the layout of the knobs and everything here, it's not also my kind of synth that I like. It has 3 envelope generators in this case, but the 0 point is in the middle, like this. If you set it here, then you are in the middle. So there is no envelope generator. And also it's not so, it doesn't click in the middle. That's also something. Can I change it here? No, I can. Can I change it? No, you cannot do that. So also not okay. If you have maybe a MIDI keyboard that with some faders, you can use that to control this. But and then from there on, you can go up or in a negative way. That's not okay. I don't like that. I'm more fun of when I open the other. I'm gonna duplicate this one, and I'm gonna change the other one into the EX and the PJ-8X, so you can see what I mean. So like this one, you have 2 envelope generators, but the 0 is here. Just that's 0. And if we want to go to the negative, I change it here. That's okay. They have a little bit more options here. We can go with the other one positive, the other one negative, but even then it's too complicated and I don't like that. Okay, also I think there is a lot of interesting for those just came in, welcome to the live stream and also to the channel. If you are also fun or if you have the same plugin, please let me know in the chat what your opinion about, or if you have the same struggles that I have. and problems that I have with this plugin. I cannot let it work on my DAW, in this case Cubase. I don't know why, and I'm looking for a solution because the sound is very nice, but I cannot work with this on my, it works, it does not work very well here in this case. And also the layouts, I find it, if it works, will be a very nice synth. Certainly if you have a MIDI keyboard, then you don't have to buy this synth as a vintage synth for €1,000. It's for free, this one, but it does not work. And also you have the two oscillators here. That was also one of the things that I didn't like about this synth. You have the two oscillators here, and normally I expect that the mixer or the volume of each oscillator will be next to the oscillators, and in this case it is here. It's here from below, oscillator comma. I don't know why they did put it here, so you can change between oscillator 2, oscillator 1. Why they doesn't put this one here, the oscillator, and name it just mixer. The same thing if you go to the XAP or the XP, then you can see, in this case, you have here the mixer 1 and 2. That's very easy. It's also rolling, so why don't you put it instead of here upstairs like a mixer? Very easy. For the rest, lots of options, lots of effects on this synth. That's nice, but so lots of opportunities and features that you have to create very special effects and sounds on this synth. But do we need that if it doesn't work? So that's a little bit the second thing that the third things. So the layout, I don't like the layout. It's not, it's too busy, too much information. You can see it's not so, I don't like that. So first of all, the downloading was not easy. Second, the most important thing is it's not stable. The third thing that I don't like about this synth is that it's the layout. It's too busy. It's not hands-on. Hi, Jeep. Yes. I work along with it's not my first synth. I have here lots of synth and also plugins, but do you know why it does that? Like I know, like this one, as you hear, and when I'm going here, it stops. Why does that do that? Why does do that? I don't know why. What's the problem with that? I don't know. That's not okay. The sound is fantastic. I'm agree with you 100%. But the sounds are, but the problem is with this plugin is not the sound or even the layout. Even then I can do that. I have also a MIDI keyboard, so I can change the settings with my keyboard. But why does it always stops and create that problem? It's not stable. If I'm in a flow, I'm jamming, you can see that in my videos, it will always it works perfectly. It doesn't stop. And this one, the moment you can change something, it stops, or it makes some strange noise. Okay, maybe it's for Mac and not for PC. Maybe that's a problem. And there is no one who can help me to, maybe there's something in the software you can change, because I don't know why it does do it. It doesn't work. It is not stable on Cubase, and on Studio One I cannot put it in. I don't know why they don't want to. All the other ones also. So Studio One is a little bit difficult for plugins like this. But it works on Mac. But I don't have Mac, so I'm always a PC user and not a Mac user. But thank you for your opinion, of course. Thank you. I found it very pretty. How do you say it? I'm a little bit disappointed because the sound is very great. No, I didn't. Can you? Do you have a link maybe for that so I can go and watch that? Is it also for free? Because I'm promoting here the free plugins. I'm a guy that says, okay. Okay, send me the link, please, so I can, and not only for me, for all the other ones who are watching also the live stream. Send me the link if you like. I want to try that and also make maybe a video of it, and maybe you can compare that with some of my synths here in the studio. I'm gonna look it up. So its name was. I found it. And is it based on an vintage synth, or is it based on a vintage synth, or is it something? I found it, but is it based on a vintage synth, or is it just someone who wrote the software for a virtual synthesizer? Okay, I will try that. Why not? Thank you for that, for the tips. That's also the reason why I do these videos, so we can exchange ideas and also. Top. So all those. That's like I said, the sound is very nice. I'm gonna try other patches that you can have here, just to see. That's why I'm a bit disappointed, because the sound is very nice of this JE-8086, but if I want to use it, it must be stable. So like how do you pronounce your name? GYLP said it works perfectly on the Mac. So if it does work on the Mac user will be or has chance. I don't have that here. I'm using the PC, but it doesn't work, and certainly not on the Cubase. Maybe on another DAW. I don't have that also. Maybe on I have Ableton, but I don't have it on my PC now. I'm gonna choose another brass sound, no, bass sound. This one is a bass sound. Gonna try this one. Okay. Oh, that's indeed with Ableton and Mac. Are there some PC users that use the same plugin on another DAW, or are there here someone who has the same problem like I have with this plugin on Cubase? I would like to find out if there is something I can do, because it sounds very nice, and it reminds me to my Super 6. It has the same. You can also by timbral can use that, and also as you hear from left to right or right to left. Also, the Super Saw, of course, the same thing that you have also on the Super 6. And for those who just came in on the live stream, welcome to the live stream. Feel free to leave your opinion in the chat. And also, if you can help me, please let me know. Because I'm desperate, certainly because it's a very nice sounding plugin that I cannot use because it's not stable on my. I think also it's, but I don't have that problem with other plugins. I have other plugins here, free, and also they don't do that here. So like the GP, it doesn't hesitate, nothing. It works perfectly. I'm gonna like this one. It works perfectly. Doesn't. Like you see, it works perfectly. That's the. It sounds very, very nice, but I cannot use that if it. Reaper, yeah, I can download that, yes. And if it works, but yes, I can try to do that to let you see what it can do. This, but I think it has to do with Cubase or with PC, that the software writers who developed this this plugin without the software, because the software of that plugin comes directly from Roland. It's the original software. My Windows is Windows 11. It's the latest version Windows, and the Cubase is Element 7, so it's an older one. Hi, welcome, Lady App. Welcome back. Does that has it to do with my software? Maybe, I don't know. It's Windows 11 that I have, and it's Windows 11, and of course I have the oldest version, but the other software works perfectly. If I take, for example, the Dexit, I'm gonna choose Dexit instead of, and I can do that 5-6 layering 6 Dexit on each other without any hesitating. It works perfectly. So the process is, but maybe the software, of course, it's more better than. I update this one, and I'm gonna try that also. And also I want to try a Ripper like JE-8086 says. I want to try that also. Because Reaper does also work on. I'm gonna choose that Reaper like that. And if it works on Reaper, then I know it is the version of Cubase that I have. And I'm gonna see if there is also an update on it. No, the PJ8, and that's some of people. That's very. The PJ8 is, I think, not for Mac, but you can use it. No, the Dexit. The Dexit is not for Mac. The PJ, you can use it on Mac, I think. If you have that, if you can download it, try it for Mac. I think it works for Mac, but the Dexit doesn't work for Mac, I think. Dexit was only for PC, because there are lots of people who want to use Dexit because they are exactly the same sound as a DX7, and the PJ is also exactly the same sounding as the EXAP. And if you have a Mac for the Dexit, I didn't know you cannot use that on Dexit. That's shame you cannot use that. But the PJ8X, I think it can be used on Mac. We'll search that up. But what you can do on Mac, you can also download Windows and put it on Mac. So recommended version for Mac support. Intel Mac and runs on Apple. Yes, it works on Apple and on Mac. It runs on both. So on Macs, it worked perfectly there. It works on Mac. Dexit works on Mac. Ah, okay. And the PJ normally also. So both synths can work on Mac. Ah, oh, thank you, lady app. Thank you. It's so the PJ-8X does not work on Mac, but the Dexit works perfectly on Mac, and that's the difference between those two. And I recommend that on anyone who has who don't have those synths as a hardware synth, download those two synths because they are worth it. They are very, and certainly the Dexit because you can layer it. You can layer it on your. In this case, I'm using the Cubase. I can layer 5, 6, DX7 and pan them. You can pan one sound left, the other sound right, and that gives a very nice sounding synth sounds. It was also for me a surprise that I can do that, and it works very well. So, and the PJ-8X is the perfect clone of the EX-AP. If you don't have that synth, just it's for free, and that's which one is that, Lady App? Which one is that? Because that was also maybe. Is there a later version? No, not almost. It's exactly the same. No, Dexit sounds the same as the DX7, I think. And which was the previous version of the JE-8086? Do you know the name? Or is there a link for that? Can maybe try to do that and download the older version and try to use it on the. If it works. Now I found it like I see here. And then also that's the then we have here the Dexit also. Can duplicate this one. So I have the other one also. Duplicate check like that. And then here I'm gonna put the Dexit. Cancel. Discord. Yes, that's the GP8000 or the GX8000. The GX is the rack version. The GP is the keyboard itself, the synth itself. It's an emulator. It's the clone of the GP because the software is from the GP800 that I use original from Roland itself. The developer of the plugin couldn't use that software because it's illegal if they do that. And that's why you download the app without the software, and you must download the software on the Roland website and then put it in the in the app itself. It was not so easy, but it works. And for those who just came in, welcome to the live stream. Feel free to leave a comment in the chat or your opinion. We are looking for the problem that I have here. Solve the problem of my plugin that I have, the JE-8086. it does not work very well on my Cubase Element 7 on the PC, but there are others who say that it works perfectly on the Mac. So are there other options then? 2.2.2, that's and I have the latest version now. I have I think the 2.2.2, but I need to have the older version. But where can I find that? No, I didn't use that also, Adam. Okay, this one maybe I'm gonna try. And does it sound the same? Because this one sounds very well. Okay, I will by Adam, eh? Adam. I'm gonna look it up. It was the name, of course. Adam. Going to look up this synth itself, so I know which one do you. Adam. Okay, I found that, and then the 808. 8080 plugin VST. I found the website. Virus. That's why I'm gonna look one of those up, maybe download them. But I'm gonna try first of all to use it on Reaper to see if it works on Reaper. Then I know it is the Cubase. Gonna upgrade also my Cubase once, so it has the latest version of Cubase. Maybe that will help to solve this problem. So for those who just came in, I'm going to show you the problem that I have here. Now there's the Dexit, of course, that works perfectly, does its job. That's the Dexit, it works perfectly. I know that's a JE-8086. Like here, it sounds very nice. And then that's the Dexit. Works also very nice. Then you have also the JP8X works perfectly also. Because when I do this, now it hesitates because I have the EX808. When I turn that off, it will be. You see, now it does the same thing because this one here. Not only it doesn't work with it, it gives problems to the other plugins also. It make the other plugins doesn't work also. If I do turn it off, this card, you will see there is no problem with any of those synths. No problem. The moment I turn it on again, I choose this one, and we have problems. And that's very. Oh, it doesn't work. Yes, indeed. I think I'm gonna try to find a latest version of that. I'm gonna try to do that. Hopefully I can find it. I'm gonna turn that off here. Hopefully I can find it because, like I said, it sounds very nice, and that's why I'm desperate to look for a solution. It has very nice sounds. For each of the layers you can choose, but both it sounds very nice, but it doesn't work like it used to be, and that's very I will do that. I will download the older version. I'm gonna try to find it. Not the 2.2.2, but the older one, and maybe it will be stable, more stable than the version that I have now. I will look up it. I'm gonna see if I can find it also, the older version. The name was JE-8086 VST 1.2.0 on. I think it's more installation Mac Windows. Gonna see if I can find it here anywhere. That's this one. Does someone has the website where you can find this older version? Because I come always on the website that I used for the plugin, but the older version where you find it on the same website. I didn't know that I didn't find it on the website where I download like this. That's the link of the website that I used for the version that I have. That was the 0.2.3. There is another one also. That's the website that I used. I'm gonna look up the version that I used now. Must go to my folders that I can see which one was that. 2.2.3. That's the version that I use now. 2.2.3. So I have the latest version. So I must have the older version than the latest. Maybe the other one will be better. Downloads. The JP800 from Mac, from Windows. Okay, now I see. Okay. Ah, super. Thank you very much. I think I found the older version. I found them. Yes, that's a relief for me. I think I found the older version, and I will try to download the older version. Then we will see if it works, and I want to make another video about then if it works. And thank you, all of you, to help me out with this issue. Yes, I found it now, as there are lots of versions, and indeed the 3.3, the 2.2.3 is the latest version, and that's also the version that I use now. Maybe I'm gonna use the older version, and it will work better on Cubase and all, maybe on the version Cubase that I have here, and it will solve the problem that I have now. But that I will do that also. Certainly, I will not forget to do that. Update my Cubase, and also the reason why I didn't update the Cubase is because I'm using a lot of Studio One and now Studio Pro when I do my jams and when I create music, and only for the mastering I'm using Cubase, or when I want to layer or use some plugins, I'm using also synth plugins, using also Cubase. But all the other synths that I use is normally on Studio Pro, and there are also very nice synthesizers plugins that are on Studio Pro, and also effects for pedals for guitar. It's a very nice DAW to have that, and it's also very stable. Just like Cubase, it's now, I think, more than 11 or 12 years that I work with Cubase. So, but for this one, I'm gonna download that. I'm gonna retry that again, and when it works, I'm gonna make a new video. But as everyone knows, the app works on Mac with no problems. The problem is maybe my Cubase. I'm gonna try to restart Cubase so I can update that. Normally it can do that directly. I'm gonna close and restart to make an update, and we will retry. We're gonna try to. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that live now. Update my Cubase and try to. Okay. There is internet connection. Default. Oh, there is no updates. There are no updates now. As I see, there are no updates. There are no updates. Strange. I'm going to see if I can find it on the website. The updates. Element 7. If there is a download install 7.7.8 official standby. I think I have also the latest version of Cubase. Preference. I think I have also the latest version. Support committee. Hardware Cubase. Download the latest. Yeah, that's the latest. Check for updates. No updates. So I think I have the latest update. No, there are no updates. So that cannot solve the problem. But I think with your help, like you said, go to the latest, the previous versions of the plugin and try to download the latest version and then trying to use that as my synth. That will work and that will help also, I think. So thank you, Lady App, and also thank you, GYLP2, for your help and also for your opinion. And like I said, I'm a little bit disappointed because it is a very nice sounding synth. It will be also interesting to have that in my studio, to use it also with the other plugins that I have. So is it a great plugin? I think yes, if you have the version that works with your DAW, and if you also update your versions or your DAWs. For me, like I'm working on my Cubase on a PC, the latest version won't work here. And if there's someone who has the same issues as I, just leave it in the comments and I will, maybe you can help me or I can help you. I'm going to try to use the older version, and hopefully the problem that I have now, the issues that I have, will be solved with that. And also all those who came in today for the video, thank you very much for all the help. If there are some questions also about the other plugins that I have, just free to ask, of course. And if not, I will close this live stream and we'll see each other on another live stream, hopefully with the same plugin and working, of course. And then I can do a proper overview, and also I'm gonna try to also compare that with the with the Super 6, because that's the only synth that come close to the JE-8086. I'm gonna compare those two synths, and it will be interesting, I think. Okay, thank you all for the visit. Thank you all for your help and also for the information that I get here. And we're gonna do that directly, and hopefully it will work. And I'll make another video for that on another time, of course. So for those who came in, welcome. Thank you. For those who just came in, welcome. But I'm gonna stop the live stream. Feel free, of course, to like and subscribe to my channel. And watch my other videos and live streams that I did. And hopefully we see each other very soon. Take care and goodbye. Bye.